Okay, my thoughts on E3 day one. I don't watch, the full press conferences. I just pull up the trailers, because I don't want to hear blah blah blah, yap yap yap, boring boring boring. Oh, we're partnering with some bullshit company. Okay. Um, okay, so first things first, I like to talk about the thing that I've been anticipating the most this week, and that is Halo 4 because if you've known me, um, I grew up with Halo. I'm totally like immersed in Halo. Everything Halo, I'm like obsessive over. I'm a Halo fangirl. I am such a fangirl that I went up in San Diego Comic Con at that panel and said, I've been a Halo fan since I was 8 years old. At the panel, don't believe me, go into Halo Waypoint YouTube channel, San Diego Comic Con Halo Universe panel, part 3 at the end. I'm there. Um, yeah, so I saw the gameplay. I first saw the live action trailer first, and once again, they should really make a movie based on the game because I think it could work if it's written well. Um, Next, I saw the gameplay, and oh my god, the graphics. I mean, those graphics are like incredible. I remember Halo 3 kind of being underwhelming in terms of graphics, but when I saw like what it looked like for Halo 3, it kind of reminded me of something of Blizzard in a way. Just the way that the colors and it's very colorful, which is what I've always loved about Halo is the color. It's not a dull gray, brown, typical, color scheme. It's very vibrant, very bright, very it's all these different colors. A lot of orange. Um, Orange, but also very blue, very green, very purple. A lot of these great colors come to life here. Um, Second thing I've noticed during the gameplay trailer are the new enemies, and those new enemies look really cool. Very Metroid Prime-like. I think everyone said this before. Yeah, very Metroid Prime. But you know what? Whatever. It looks cool. Um, I'm excited to use all those new weapons, the Promethean um, soldiers, and the crawlers, and all these enemies. These new enemies really look cool. And the last thing I saw was in the end of those trailers, you had that little spot, that little like 20-second trailer, 10-second, I don't know, 15, I'm not sure, um, where it like flashed all like some different elements of the story. Um, Very, very interesting, very interested. Um, what, what have I really, what really stood out to me? Cortana stood out to me the most. Um, oh, I would like to say also in the gameplay, I really like how Master Chief can talk now when even when, like during movement, like when you're playing, just makes it makes it a little bit more involved, and you see like the characters talking, through like a video comm thing on your visor, really cool, and I can see how they meant of the story being a lot more involved, and it's awesome because that's the number one thing I loved about Halo was the story. Um, so in the trailer, in the last bit, Cortana goes rampant because the average lifespan of a AI is 7 years, and then they go rampant and die out. But Cortana has surprisingly lived longer than that. So she's probably gonna go crazy and batshit and all this stuff, and it's wonderful. Um, I'm thinking, I'm not sure, but I'm speculating here that she's gonna become a villain. Probably by the end of the series. Like Halo 6, she's gonna become a villain. It's kind of like building up right now. It's like the start of her demise in a way. And Cortana's a very interesting character. She's one of like the best sidekicks in video game history. But yeah, I think that that's what's gonna happen. Um, what else? I see it like Master Chief's John's hand is clenching, and then I also the Spartans. I saw like a image of him with other Spartans, and there is another Spartan character, I think. So that's really cool and really interesting, and yeah, I'm very interested in seeing what's happening. The Didact, of course, his insignia, the Reclaimer, and he's like, I've been waiting for you, Reclaimer. Maybe there's a way of 343 Guilty Spark coming back in here. Maybe we haven't seen the last of him, because I overall thought he was a very interesting character. Um, we can see how the Arbiter's Thel is integrated in this. Maybe he was on a search and rescue mission. All this really cool stuff. Um, so yeah, that's Halo 4. Um, that's pretty much it. That I all like really paid attention to at the Microsoft press conference. Um, oh, and the South Park. South Park. Should get to that right now. Um, it looks like an episode of South Park, and that's really cool. They really outdone themselves, and I'm hoping that this works. Um, what I've read is that unlike the other South Park games where people asked Matt Stone and Trey Parker to acquire the license, Matt Stone and Trey Parker asked Obsidian. So this is Matt Stone and Trey Parker's own game. So they were not like paid to do, be part of someone's game. They're actually making a game themselves. And that's really cool. That was really cool when Matt Stone and Trey Parker come in and they start trolling the Microsoft press conference, because yeah, like it's so stupid with like the droid thing. I don't know what they're talking about. I don't pay attention. Um, so yeah, that was really cool, and I'm excited. I laughed a little bit seeing Kenny as Zelda. Why is he Zelda? um, yeah, so that's that. Um, what next? Sony stuff. I don't own a Sony PS3, but there were a lot of games that I was very interested in checking out. First, is that game Beyond the Two Souls or something like that? That Ellen Page game. I've noticed that Sony has kind of a boner for Ellen Page. I mean, The Last of Us with that girl named Ellie, and resembling and sounding like Ellen Page, but is actually voiced by Ashley Johnson, who voiced Tara in Teen Titans. Haven't heard. And you have Joel. Oh no, sorry. Oh, so yeah, you have that game by Quantum Dream. I don't know. So yeah, I'm very interested in seeing what the animation for that is impeccable. I can't, like, geez, we're just few inches closer of video games really being defined now as a real medium of storytelling, like universally. I know it's a medium of storytelling, but I think people are finally realizing. I think the world is finally realizing that video games can be as effective in storytelling as films or books. So yeah, and Ellen Page in that game is proof. Um, Battle Royale. Cheering on my man's Needles Kane. um, Big Daddy is cool. Being in it, Nathan Drake is obvious. If Big Daddy is in it, now here's my thing. If Big Daddy is in it, and they're using characters from different consoles, then maybe we can have a Mass Effect character in there. And what better Mass Effect character to have in that video game than fucking Garrus Vakarian? Just a thought. Just a thought. So yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. I still need to see a little bit more footage. It's not as impressive as Super Smash Brothers Brawl. I just like, knocking everyone out of the stage, that kind of thing. Next game. Rayman Legends was the Ubisoft conference. There were two really interesting games that came out of there that caught my eye. Rayman Legends, due to that awesome music, and Watch Dogs, which a good friend of mine just said on Facebook, blabbed it all out on Facebook, and I was like, oh, what's this? And I searched it, and it was really cool. So yeah, I'm very excited for that. It's like a mix between GTA and Assassin's Creed. Never played both of them. Never played either of them, but this looks really cool. What else do I have? Last of Us looks nice. Didn't really blow me away per se, but it looked cool. And Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider looks cool. The acting, I don't know, seems a little bit stiff, and I've noticed that the animation models are a little bit stiff too, but I'm not sure the face models. So yeah, I'm just nitpicking, but I still need to see a little bit more of that to give sort of a big judging. So yeah, overall, I'm really excited for Halo 4. I'm excited for Watch Dogs. I'm excited for South Park. All this wonderful stuff. Sony with their stuff and everything. Nintendo is tomorrow. And as we all know, that Nintendo, for the past 2 years, has been kicking ass at their press conferences. Because they know what people want, and people do not want that Wii Vitality sensor. That was so stupid. Why did they make that fucking thing? Alright, so yeah, this is Livster493. Nintendo tomorrow. I'll give you my 2 cents about it after work. Bye.